afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So, my first topic, it's just a general topic. It's a topic about anger. What do you think about anger? What causes you to be angry? How can you prevent yourself to, to be angry? Like, how can you stop yourself? And what are the solutions? So, okay, let's talk about what is anger, first of all. Anger is hurt. A personal hurt, like HURT, which can occur to you or someone that you love. And it's a feeling of being hurt, a feeling of that is not met with respect. I don't know if you understand that, but we have people who get angry because they feel like they were not respected, or their opinions are not respected, or their character is being attacked. And it can be from them, or it can also be from someone that they love. It can be a parent, it can be a brother, a sister, a friend, or a child. And some people are very quick to anger. Some people are like to also anger themselves in situations, in like petty situations. They may not be petty for them, but for the world is petty situations. And well, anger is very dangerous, and by the time you probably grow in life, when you're in your 15s, or when you're in your 20s, or when you're in your 25s, your 30s, the more you grow, the more you probably understand anger. Anger can be derived from genetic, can be from like your grandfather used to be an angry person, you also got it. Anger can also be from observing, whether probably like when you're growing up and then you watch someone that you love and you want to copy his or her lifestyle, and you see this person is angry all the time, hungry all the time. You end up getting that from that individual, from that person. Like, for example, a father who's used to beating his wife, and then the boy child copies that and goes and later on use it in his life. And anger can be spiritual also. When we go to the biblical side of it, it can be spiritual. When you pray for it, when you pray for it, it may disappear. People who are believers. But one thing I came to realize about anger in my 30s, like I'm now in my 30s, one thing I came to realize about anger when I was in my 15s, when I was in my 20s, sometimes you tend to feel you're entitled. Like you're entitled to, in so many ways. You're entitled to this, you're entitled to that, you're entitled to this. And you feel like you have to always have a response for everything that happens in your life. For every situation that happens in your life, you feel like you have a response, which is not true. People always want to react to everything that is happening. And can you imagine if you react to every situation? If you react from the moment you wake up in the morning until the moment you sleep, if every situation you reacted, it's anger. And that is why we are always told to pray for control, self-control. When you have the control and you have the self-control, you may not always have a response to anything that happens in your life. For example, when you wake up in the morning, maybe your alarm didn't wake you up. Some people get so angry that they get the phone and they break it or they throw it away. That's anger, it happens. Well, you go to the bathroom, you shower, probably you hit yourself in a wall, you get so angry, you start insulting the whole world. Then when you get to a matatu or when you have your own personal car, and let's give an example. You get to a matatu and then the conductor, probably says something to you, and you just want and it's in the morning and you want to just say no, I'm not gonna let this go, I'm gonna respond to that, because you feel like you've been disrespected, and then you feel like no, lazima nimjibu. So you end up saying things that probably you just meant to. Sometimes it's good to be silent. Sometimes it's really, silent is golden, and people don't know that, people don't realize that, and then you just make a response and boom, your day starts really bad. You go to your office, your boss says something, and then you feel like, oh no, I'm not gonna let this go, like I'm gonna respond and say something. But sometimes people don't realize that you need to have the listening skills, like active listening. Like you need to also have the understanding of a situation. Like, do I really need to respond to this? Like, do I really need to get angry at this? And that is why we always talk about, if for example when you're in the office and your boss says something to you, and then you get so pissed off and you don't want to even say it to your boss, what do? You go home and you take it out to your wife, or you take it out to your husband, or take it out to your children. You go there and you're like, projection, they call it projection. You project the anger, you take it out on them. But you do realize that we can have a way of solving this anger. Not solving per se, but we can have a way of controlling this anger. So let's talk about when you're angry, what do you do? When you're angry, what do you do? There's so many things that you can do when you're angry. And anger has a lot of deep differences. Has many differences. Anger can be something that is even to deal with money, loss of job, loss of a loved one. Can be loss of relationship. It can be something tiny, like maybe you lost 1,000 shillings, 500. It can vary. It has variations. And whenever you're angry in any situation, that it can also be loss of a relationship. Like whenever I talk about anger and I talk about relationships, like for example, when you are courting somebody, and then you've been with this person for 5 years, and you have a kid with this person, and you have a business with this person, and then this person comes and cheats on you or leaves you for another person. We will talk about the types of healing and the types of anger later on in a video I'm going to make in a nearby future. But for let's just be brief and say what happens in such situations. What happened when you see something like that? People kill for love. People kill for something, and that's why I say anger kills. People see something like that, they're like, no. I met you when you had nothing. I invested in you. I had a kid. I lost a job. Been taking care of a home. If it's a woman, if it's a husband, I made sure that I toil. I go out there. I get money. I come back to you, and you're having a boyfriend on the side. Or if it's a lady, you're going there and getting a mpangwa kano, a younger person than me. And you find people make quick decisions. Very quick decisions. And you watch these things that women who snap. Have you ever seen something on these criminal investigation channels? People who snap, or women who snap, or or I never knew who I married. Such, or for better, happily ever, never. I had never happily ever, something like that. You find people are ready to commit a murder because of anger. So what do you do? How can we help each other? How can we help each other to evolve from that? It is very important to practice self-control. Self-control, I actually love, among all the fruits, is it a fruit of the Holy Spirit? Or it's a gift? I don't know if it's a fruit of the Holy Spirit or it's a gift of the Holy Spirit, but self-control for me is one amazing character that someone can possess. Because when you have the self-control, you will not react fast. You will not go out there and do something that you know it's gonna harm somebody. It's gonna harm that particular person. It's gonna harm you, because once you react, for example, if it's a cheating husband, once you react and a wife, and you tend to kill that person, or let's say a very simple thing, you just stab that person, what happens? Obviously the police are gonna come, they're gonna arrest you, you're gonna pay the medical charges, probably you're gonna go to prison, probably even the guy might die. Anything, be it in any situation, even in a bar. Have you ever been in a bar and you see these fights, and then someone takes a bottle and hits someone? What happens? That person is gonna report you. You're gonna be taken they're gonna come and take your fingerprints, and you're gonna go to jail, or you're gonna pay an amount that is ridiculous, and all that was because of the action you did. The fact that you took that bottle and thought it is very important to avenge and hit someone. Imagine if that happened to you. Always people always think that they are perfect. Everybody thinks that they are perfect. Everybody thinks that they don't sin. Everybody thinks that they don't make mistakes. Everybody. We all learn from our mistakes. Because if you tell me when you're 15 and when you're 20, when you're 25, you're not the same person. Every day you learn. Every day you learn. Because you cannot tell me that person insulted you in a bar, and then you say to take matters in your own hand and you take a bottle and hit that person. No way. Haven't you ever said anything bad to anyone? It's like driving. Have you ever you're driving, excuse me, you're driving, and then someone overtakes you. And that person who's overtaking you ends up start saying things like, kwenda huko, hata hujui kuendesha gari, uendesha pole pole, toka kwa barabara. That person doesn't want to understand. Probably where you're doing 30 miles an hour or 20 or whatever miles you're doing or kilometers you're doing, probably you're a learner, probably you have the fear of fast driving, but that person wants to insult you because he thinks he's better or she thinks she's better. And this is a very simple life scenarios. People think that they don't make mistakes, and that person, when other person comes and insult that person, that's when you're going to put yourself in a situation. You'll put yourself in his or her shoes. You'll be like, oh my god, did I just do that? People don't know how to have a thinking chair, how to go somewhere and sit and see what actions you did if they offended somebody, or the actions that you did if they hurt somebody, or the things that you did were helpful to somebody. So it's the same situation of anger. So when you're angry, when you're very, 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 very angry, you need to practice self-control. You need to pray for it. Like, I'm a Christian. I don't know about your faith, but I know even the Muslims, even the Buddhists, even the, everyone, like, they have their own faith, and people tend to say everybody says you need to have self-control. So you don't need to have self-control. And number two, you need to practice small things that are going to be helpful in your life. Think of situations that are very helpful in your life. For example, when you're angry, what makes you relax? What relaxes you? Like, for example, if I am angry, I breathe in 10 times. And I start counting. Like, because I don't want to say something that is going to be hurtful to that person. I have to think, am I right to have these feelings right now, and make sure I project them to that individual? So you need to always, or will I be able to be to have an action, to do an action that is going to be harmful for that individual, for myself. Like, will I take a knife and stab that person? Why should I do that? So you have to start thinking, like, breathe in and out. It does help. I don't know who says, I don't know if, I can't believe who talks about the helping of these situations, but when you breathe in 10 times, when you breathe in, like when you count 1 to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times, it does help. Those situations really helps, and it makes you not think of what to do. And when you take cold water, people tend to say take cold water. I'm sorry, I got distracted for a second there. I don't know if that point came in strongly, breathing in and out. But you do. It's very important for you to breathe in and out. Okay, well, what my point I wanted to say, to bring across, was the oxygen goes to your brain. I don't know if it's true, but that's how they say. So it makes you're high tempered. Uko moto, you're very hot. That's why they say hot tempered person. So you're shaking, you're hot, your head is hot. So they tend to say when you breathe in and out, you take the oxygen to your head, to your oblongata. And when you take the oxygen to your oblongata, you ensure that there's some oxygen going on there. It cools you off, and it gives you a way of relaxing. It gives you a way of relaxing so that you don't get angry. And we also have that situation where you count 1 to 10, as I said earlier. You also have a way of drinking water. Drinking water does help. It cools you off. If not drinking water, going to shower, getting a cold shower. If not swimming, or maybe even putting your whole head in cold water. They say it calms down the head or something. You also have another way of, like controlling your anger, can be listening to music. For the Christians, they listen to gospel, so you can choose to listen to gospel. You can also watch a movie. Does relax. It does relax. It does take you away from situations that can trigger you to do some actions. And having positive friends. You can have friends, but ensure that they're positive friends. Because, for example, if maybe one of your friend, or maybe your boyfriend, is cheating, and what you go and tell your girlfriend, like, my boyfriend is cheating. We have those girlfriends say, oh, lazima tukapambane naye, lazima tukamchape, lazima, I don't know, we can do, or you go look for that lady, which is total crap. Like, you don't do that. So you have a positive friend who tells you, you're beautiful, or you're handsome, or you can get anyone you want. Whatever that he or she is doing, it doesn't project who you are as an individual or who you are as a person. So that positive friend speaks life to you, or that positive friends ensure that you don't do bad things. Or even your pastor, you can go to your pastor and lay your issues to a pastor, or to I don't know, the Muslims, they call them, the Haman or something. I don't remember the name, but I'm sorry, forgive me. I just tell me from the comment. The teacher, the ones that when you go to a mosque, what are they? Who are they called? The ones that you can go and take problems to. I don't know how the women do it. I'm gonna do research. That I promise, and I'm gonna comment on my next video. But they call Haman or something like that. So you go there and you ask, speak about your problems, and then so that they can be able to help you out. We also have, like whenever a married couple, you have the nyumba ya kumi, or the chief, before escalating and going to the police or going to the parents. You have a situation where you can go to point A, point B, point C, point D before you go and finalize in point Z, because we always say we have 26 ways of assisting yourself: plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, to plan Z, or plan Z. And I live in the coastal areas, so I tend to believe walking by the beach. Like when you're at the beach, just going there and seeing the beach, how the water waves flow, that relaxes so much. So whenever you're stressed, it can be money stress, it can be money problems, it can be those situations when you're like because stress also leads to anger, it does lead to anger. So you go there, just relax and see the beautiful nature. You can go for a long walk, walk away, like long walk. You either go for a long walk or you walk away. You don't be in situations where you're going to have to face that individual. I know in some situations you do have to face your person who is, like you're living with that person who has anger. But if in case it's a situation where you can walk away, then walk away. Walk away. You don't have to literally face that person and talk or confront that person. You can choose to walk away and go for long walks. And we have the dons. Those are the do's whenever you're angry. We have the dons. When you're dons, don't go in a bar and go drink alcohol. Like go crazy in a bar. People say, oh, I'm now separated. Let me go and have a blast. And then you end up going drinking. And sometimes, the drinking makes your blood boil so much and it can make you react later. You can make you go and look for that individual person and choose to stab that person or choose to kill that person, whatever. But drinking is not allowed when you're angry. When you're angry, you don't go look for negative friends. You don't have those friends who are like, kieleweke leo, twende, lazima tufanye, lazima tuchape. When you're angry, avoid such kind of friends. Ensure that you have positive friends, positive energy. You need to have that energy. You do. And when you're angry, people tend to react very fast, like very fast. Like you don't want to understand, to sit down and understand the depth of the story. Sometimes you need to understand step A, step B, step C. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say, you hear of a story and that story makes you angry. You hear of someone has said something about you and it makes you very angry, and then you go and start confronting that person, beating that person, doing so much to that person, and then when everything is calm, you start asking the story, and that person is like, I didn't do, and like, oh my god, did I just come to beat that person? And it is in real sense that he didn't do it or she didn't do it. So you start regretting after your actions. So when you're angry, don't be quick to judge, or don't be quick to solve a situation. You really need time. Time is the best healer. You need to sit down and think about it. Sit down and evaluate and say, is it A, is it B, is it C, is it D? Because we have people, the messengers, they always say kill the message but not the messenger. The message, you need to kill that message. Like that message you need to go and get the right message, the right information before going and killing the messenger. And we also need to get ourselves busy, our energy busy in something else, because we like to poke people's noses, we like to poke into people's businesses. Sometimes it's good to poke into people's businesses, especially when you're helping someone else, but you like to poke in people's businesses that you shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be there. You shouldn't you just go unaona kufinya watu klasa. You want to go and get this person, get that person, avenge for this person, avenge for that person. Sometimes people need to fight their own battles. And when you fight your own battles, you don't mean to fight them physically, because physical fighting, it doesn't work. You need to fight your battles here. Okay, in Christianity, you need to fight your battles in prayer, but we're also given the mental thinking, like the wisdom, the knowledge. You need to fight your battles here. Most people who win their battles, they win it from here. Psychological talk, like here. You need to sit down and have mature talks. People always think that it is healthy to fight, or it is healthy to have an argument. Like sometimes it is healthy to have a discussion. Like let's discuss, let's sit, so this and this happened. Like for example, if you hear a friend has said something bad about you or something, don't go there and fight. But it's important to just invite that person for a drink and just ask that individual person, did A and B and C happen? And that person is able to say, yes, it happened, or no, it didn't happen. So in case it did happen, you will say, okay, you know what? I am not happy to have a friend like you who can do A and B and C. I don't think it's right for us to be friends, but I can, I can love you from far. You can stay from far. I have nothing else to say. Like, I'm okay with you, but I was hurt, my feelings were hurt, and blah blah blah. But just give me time to heal. Give me like a week, and then I can be able to tell you of my decisions. And in a week's time, you also need to sit down and realize, was this friend a friend, or did he just trip and just decide to not be a friend for 1 minute? Because people tend to use the friends thing. That's another topic for another day, about friends. People always, they say there are no friends, we don't have friends, or friends are overrated, blah 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 blah. But I believe we have friends. Like, I believe we have true friends. You should ask yourself one very important question: are you a friend? Are you a friend? Are you a friend to someone? Can someone call you a friend? But that's a topic for another day. I'm going to talk about friends another day. For now, let's finish about anger. So you don't go and ensure you've broken friendship because you had Emily amesema hivi, Carol amesema hivi, Nana amesema hivi, David amesema hivi. No. Sometimes you can just watch them from far. Some even say that it's not even a must. I comment about what Kenya amesema. Like amesema ati nafanyanga ABCD, ni sawa tu. It's okay. Watu wanakuwa entitled kuongea, wacha waongea, hawana kitu ya kusema. It's enough. People are okay, people discussing about them, they don't confront. But other people are very sensitive, so they want to go and confront them. But when you're confronting them, don't go confront them with anger, with fists, with knives. Don't do that, because we have repercussions. We have the repercussions. When you do that with a knife, you'll have to pay money, you'll have to go to jail, you'll have to pay for the medical. Umeumiza mtu, umedunga mtu kisu, unexpect nini? Bili yake ya hospital imekuja laki na. You'll end up paying his or her hospital bills. Especially upate ule mtu ambaye ni mkali, ambaye atakuletea bills na bills. So you have to be careful when it comes to anger. You need you need to be smart. Play smart. So, well, that's the topic about anger. And I hope we will all try to have the self-control when it comes to anger. I hope we will try and evaluate ourselves, evaluate our situations, and try and avoid anger, because anger kills. In our language, or in Swahili, we say excuse me, hasira hasara. So can you imagine what your anger can do? Anger destroys so many things. So before you step on that zone of trying to show that you can really, you're in control of your anger, no, try and just pray about it, have self-control, and just do the things that are the positive things that I have indicated. And if you have more, you can add. I'm just having fun. I'm just what life has taught me. I'm not like the best of the best, or I'm not saying that I'm like I'm how I have too much wisdom, or I have too much knowledge. No. This is about life. And as I said in the beginning, this is my first or my second video I'm doing, and as I said in the beginning, let's just have fun. Make a comment, tell me what you think about anger, add your things about anger. What can someone else do, or what can someone else avoid? Let's just help each other, and let's just enjoy and get to understand that life is easy and sweet, and you can make it sweet. And you can make it sweet by trying to avoid some situations that you're not supposed to put yourself into. Well, kindly subscribe to my video. Please share this video. My name is Caroline Mora, and I hope I have changed a life, or I have impacted a life. And I hope and I pray that you also comment and change my life, impact my life too. Let's just have fun. I'll be talking about the next video I will do about friends. It's a sweet topic. and share this video. I love you. Bye.